Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Tuesday. Hey, I want to tell you that Marion County Utilities, has issued a boil notice for boil water notice issued for Pine Ridge and Hunter's Trace communities. There's 216 customers that are affected, and it was due to a water main break. They're repairing the water main after damage by an outside contractor. Residents have been notified via email, interactive community notification calls. This media release I'm reading to you now, social media. Marion County Utilities advises that all water used for brushing teeth, cooking, drinking, making ice, or washing dishes be brought to a rapid boil for at least 1 minute before use. As an alternative, residents may opt to use bottled water. Water used for laundry, bathing, and or showering does not need to be boiled. This precautionary boil water notice will remain in effect until a bacteriological survey is performed and shows that water is safe to drink. Marion County Utilities will test the water and notify customers through different outlets, door tags, emails, interactive community notification calls, media releases like this one, once the precautionary boiled water notice is lifted. If you have questions, you should contact Utilities Customer Service Line 352-307-6000. Again, that's 352-307-6000. There is a boil water notice issued for Pine Ridge and Hunter's Trace community. There's 216 customers affected. If you have any questions on whether that's you or not, give the Utilities Customer Service Line a call, 352-307-6000. Something you don't get from other radio stations in our community is stuff that is just Marion County oriented, and that's something that's just Marion County oriented. You won't hear that on a morning show out of Gainesville, a boiled water notice. I promise you that. The Florida Department of Environmental Protections, they went and looked at the Kirkpatrick Dam. That's located in Palatka, just north of Marion County. It is considered a high hazard according to the Environmental Protection Services. It's reported that it's going to take about $1.6 million in repair and maintenance costs for the Kirkpatrick Dam on the Ocala River, as well as the Buckman Lock further down the Cross Florida Barge Canal. The dam, which creates, as you know, Rodham Reservoir, has been a subject for heated debate ever since it was constructed back in 1968. Proponents are happy that they think it's a relatively low-cost estimate. Others, though, who favor breaching it to create a free-flowing Ocala question incomplete parts of the report and still estimate greater return on investment. So, according to the FDEP, the Florida Department of Environmental Protection, they hired Mead and Hunt to assess the dam in August. There was no significant areas of deterioration that require immediate repairs. There, however, is some undermining and erosion of the dam. Regarding the spillway, they found no immediate safety concerns through the barrier system that prevents debris buildup is in disrepair. Though the barrier system, which prevents debris buildup, is in disrepair, and heavy woody debris exists immediately upstream. So divers were unable to inspect some portions of the dam because of that. They just couldn't get to it. And they noticed that a heavy rain event could cause water to overtop the embankments and that logs may prevent the gates from working. They recommended the removal of debris and revising the upstream debris barrier design and repair barrier to prevent the accumulation of just debris and trash around that area. Other areas of the dam do show some undermining, leaking, hairline cracking, rusting, and corroding. There's no signs of sinkholes, so that's a good thing. As you know, the Florida Department of Environmental Protection owns, operates, and maintains the dam, which was originally designed by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers as part of that Cross Florida Bargeway that somebody was smart enough to say, ooh, that's probably not going to be good for our aquifer. The estimated cost for maintenance and repair items on the dam are around $1.6 million. That includes A little over $250,000 for removing logs, vegetation, and debris, and about $635,000 to fix the debris barrier. Other costs include hydraulic cylinder cleaning and recoating, other debris and vegetation removal, and ongoing surveys. So, the Kirkpatrick Dam, while it's not in where there's no significant areas of deterioration that need immediate repairs, there are some cleanup and debris issues that need to be addressed at that dam. Some people think the dam just needs to be tore down and let the Ocala back to the way it used to flow before, when they had ships come down the Ocala. The people that live on the Palatka side and the fishermen and all who do competition fishing on Rodham Reservoir, they want the dam to stay because of the recreational benefits, and it creates, because of Putnam County, it creates quite a bit of revenue. Those fishing tournaments and all create quite a bit of revenue for Putnam County. So this is one of those things that's going to stay an ongoing debate. I don't know enough about it to have an opinion on whether the dam should come down or not. I know a friend of mine who's an avid fisherman likes that reservoir and says it's good fishing. So to me, there is no such thing as good fishing, but that's just me. I'm not a fisherman, so there's a lot of guys that fish that think that golf courses are a waste of good real estate. They could be right about that as well. So, it's to each his own. But the Kirkpatrick Dam needs some repair work. Nothing that's imminent that is going to make it where it's unsafe, but it does need some debris clean out and some work that's going to cost, around $1.6 million, which a lot of people think is a small price tag for all that's going to be done. So if you're a proponent of fishing and you like the dam and everything, then you think that $1.6 million to pay to bring things up to good standing is not that much money. And in the grand scheme of things, it's probably not that much money. But there are people who think that it's too much money because it should just be torn down and put the Ocala back to the way it was when it was a destination to take the steamships down the Ocala to Silver Springs. So depends on what side of the argument you're on as to whether you like Kirkman Dam or you do not like Kirkpatrick Dam, the Kirkpatrick Dam, or you don't like the Kirkpatrick Dam. But it is what creates Rodham Reservoir, and I know a lot of people enjoy the Rodham Reservoir for outdoor activities. So just letting you know that $1.6 million is what they think they're going to spend on that. The Marion County Commission has decided that from the tornado that came through last week, that they had the cleanup estimates. They didn't have enough money for debris removal for the estimates, so they've added another $500,000 to the coffers for debris and cleanup, for removal of the debris during the cleanup. So last week, the commission agreed to fund tree and brush debris removal in the El Dorado subdivision and other affected areas. And on Saturday, more than 5,000 cubic yards of debris had been removed. That's about 500 loads, but they still think that they still need to they need to pick up about 500 more loads, but they only have enough money to pick up 30 more loads. So they've now allotted another $500,000 for debris removal from the tornado, the F1 tornado that touched down last Saturday morning here in Marion County. Good morning. You're on Ocala Talks.
Yeah, hello again, Tom.
Hey, Hugh.
Say, years back, weren't they thinking about building a canal across northern Florida from the ocean to the Gulf?
Yeah, that was the cross barge canal. They were going to build it from Jacksonville all the way across to Tampa, and then somebody smartly said, as they were doing it in the 50s, somebody goes, that would first off cut the state in half and make the bottom half of the state an island, and second off, it would do irreparable damage to the aquifer, and that's where we drink our water. It would put salt, it would get into the aquifer, tear into the aquifer, and contaminate it with salt water. So somebody thought a little smarter and stopped it. That's why you see as you drive over 316 and you go through the forest and everything, you see that big open waterway and everything. That's the cross barge canal that they never finished.
Well, thank God he didn't. Would have done a lot of damage. What could you imagine if they got salt in the aquifer?
Well, I know.
I mean, that's where would you get our water from? You know
exactly. and but this was done at a time in the 50s when Florida wasn't the third most populous state in the country, and they weren't thinking too far ahead, and it did create the lock system and the Rodham Reservoir and everything. So
Yeah.
it's quite unique to this area of Florida.
It's what you call pre-Disney history.
Yes, exactly. They were okay with ruining Silver Springs by making the Ocala a smaller river, but that's all.
Yeah. Okay, Tom. Thank you.
Thanks, you. Yeah, the people who came up with that idea didn't think that idea through, the cross barge canal. They didn't really think that idea through the whole way and what the ramifications would be for years and years to come. And if we had that down, the aquifer was contaminated in that area, we'd have no water. We wouldn't be able to support the people that live here water-wise. We just wouldn't. So glad they were smart enough to stop that. So, but yeah, so don't worry if they hadn't picked up your, back to the debris removal. They hadn't picked up your debris. They're coming. They know there's about 500 more loads, and each load's about 65 cubic yards. But staff had estimated that at least $450,000 is needed to finish the job, and to be safe, the commission authorized spending up to $500,000 more on debris removal. The vote was unanimous. Commissioner Jeff Gold was absent from Monday's emergency meeting, so it was 4-0, not 5-0. Carl Zalek, the commission chair, said federal assistance on cleanup efforts probably are not coming given the isolated nature of the damaged area. But state help, Zalek said that he's going to ask, him and the commission will ask Governor Ron DeSantis through the State Department of Emergency Management to consider discretionary funds coming Marion County's way to help with the cleanup. So they're going to ask the state to help them by giving some money towards the $500,000 more that they've allotted for debris pickup. And I think, we got to get the debris picked up. And the best way to do it is for the county, because they're set up to do it. And so they've allotted now another $500,000 to get the debris cleanup started. Take a break, come back, give you birthdays, and wrap up a Tuesday edition of Ocala Talks after this quick timeout. Are you suffering from neck, back, or leg pain? Go Green CBD Store can help you with holistic, all-natural, lab-tested products that help with pain, stress, anxiety, inflammation, PTSD, and so much more. We stock smokable products, gummies, chocolate, coffee, tea, even pain cream. Yes, we even have treats and oils for your dogs or cats. Go Green CBD is located in the Paddock Mall in the center court. We're open every day. Come in today for a free sample.
On the first and third Wednesday mornings each month at 9:05 a.m., Robert Colin with On Top of the World will be our guest as we learn all about the exciting lifestyle and new home choices available at Ocala's premier adult active community, On Top of the World. From time to time, Robert will bring guests, and you're sure to enjoy our little chats. After all, you deserve the world, and we bring it to you.
Are you wasting time boxing up packages and going to the post office or the UPS store? Are you tired of not knowing what you'll pay when you get there? Just Ship offers